Hello, everyone. Hello, good evening. How are you doing? Hello. You're welcome here. So, I'm sorry I'm coming late. I don't know what's wrong with sometimes the system, the laptop, when you're about to go on live stream, then the update will come up, and you have to click on updates. That's why. So today I want us to talk about the Real Housewife of Lagos, just to chip in one or two things about everyone's and their character. So I'm gonna play this. Where is it?
And expressing what you need from a relationship.
You can express all of that and you still get to that
But we,
point
as
where
women, we see the signs.
it's not always a bad sign.
It's
not always that the person is bad.
You feel like, oh, for peace sake, don't let me address this.
It's
But
not always
addressing
that.
it politely.
No, it's not always. It's not always the case.
No.
It's not. I would disagree with you.
And you're still single.
Hey.
Hi, Miriam.
Was that a shade?
And
Yeah. So you can see Miriam. 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 How many times did I call you? Miriam Rewalari. I don't know what is wrong with Miriam. But let me introduce. Let's start with introducing the new cast that just joined the Real Housewife of Lagos. I'm just gonna leave this on loop so that this is Dabota. Oh, sorry. This is Dabota Lawson, and yeah, she's an entrepreneur, beauty. I think she's also a beauty consultant. I'm just going to read a few things that I've actually jotted down here. Ouch. That's Adiola Adeyemi, and that's Sophia Momodu. Yeah, that's Sophia as well. This is Sophia as well. These are the new people that will be joined. This is Caroline. She's returning in season 3. She was in season 1. I don't think she's in season. Yeah, she's not in season 2. She's in season 1. Yeah, that's Caroline, and this is Laura Ikeji Canon. That's the other one is Miriam Tima, and this was when she invited them for a tea. What I say, tea get together. I'm just trying to go to my note because I just kind of put some things down. So just trying to see how I can kind of introduce the new cast to you and what they do, the Real Housewife of Lagos. Yeah. God help me. What did I keep? Wow. Kept it somewhere and now it becomes something I'm struggling to. Hi guys, you're welcome. You're welcome. Please give me a thumb up. You can drop a message. Let me know that you are here. So I'm just going to dive into the what I want to say about each of them. So in season 1, in Laura Caroline was shown with her, dressing, how she dressed up, and she said she was on the phone and she said, "I'm back." Hello, Helen Akoya. How are you doing? It's been a while. Happy New Year to you. Yeah, thank you for coming. Please remember to give me a thumb up. Thank you. I've been a bit scarce on the social media on this thing, but I only pop up when I'm chanced. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so she introduced herself like she's saying she's back. Then they show us Dabota, who is also a beautician. She has a shop called Dabota Beauty. Then we saw they show us Adiola, who is Adiola is also a beautician. She also has a shop, business called Beauty by AD. And she said she doesn't look for trouble, but when they look for a trouble, then I think she will give people their water. And Dabota introduced herself as well. She's an ex beauty queen, and she said she doesn't like to, what I say, talk too much. She doesn't like drama, and because she's the queen of all queen of all queens. And we know Caroline too is a beauty of queens, so I don't know if they will be having their bass or their fights on who is the most top queen. So the show Miriam, she was trying to introduce others into the space as well. And she seems to appear as the senior prefect. She was questioning people, and I think it's a bit annoying the way she was asking some personal questions. I think some people will find it very unwelcoming or very intrusive, like she's nosy. Let me say it that way, that she's nosy. So some people don't find it very comfortable asking such question on her, what, as if you're asking babies the question. So I think they're observing her, and also to know how to give it to her as hot or spicy. So then Caroline was trying to say that she wants to settle her beef with others, which is the issue that she had in season one. And she did say that emotion was set in place. She heard things from other places which wasn't confirmed, and also she lashed out, and she said she just wanted to start things on a clean slate. And she reached out to Miriam to talk to Miriam, and Miriam was pretending as if there was nothing. Miriam, even when she said, "Oh, you have not heard from you in like 2 years," um that I just want us to talk, and so that we settle any differences. Marian now said, I say, "Oh, do we have any differences?" She just go into that pretend mood, as if you can't say you've forgotten, because I remember during the reunion, Caroline gave Marian a gift, and Marian returned the gift saying that she had this, what Caroline said, that they said she does jazz, so that if she does that, Caroline is not gonna make it, or something like that. And she returned her gifts. So you guys did not live on a good note. So why you pretending as if there was the thing was different? It's something else. Anyway, she tried to keep up with the pretense, and she said she's just trying to set the record straight. And then Laura was launching doing a 1 year anniversary, and she's launching a new kinky hair, natural kinky hair. So she called Miriam to help her to call some rich friends of ours to come in. And yeah, so Miriam invited Dabota, and I think maybe she was the one who invited Deyemi, Diola, or maybe it was Laura that invited Diola. But she was shocked when she saw Diola and Dabota, that they know themselves, and she was saying, "Oh, maybe they were going to be doing senior prefects, like they will be, and their friendship is going to look like Iyabo Ojo and Chioma, that now she just needs to know who is going to be the senior prefect. And you know what? She said that to their face. She said that to their face that I feel that's not good enough, and they are not kind of too comfortable with it. She decided to invite the ladies, the housewife, to her house for a tea. And as usual, she will set up some questions so that they can just play a game, and she gave them gifts. But in the process as well, when Caroline got in there and later Laura got in, all these people greeted themselves, all those usual greeting and looking at yourself like, oh, you're pretty. Diola also said, Caroline is very fair, and she thought she was fair. That Caroline is very fair and beautiful, and yeah, she did compliment her, and she's trying to mind her business. Then when Laura came, Laura greeted everyone and pretended as if Caroline is not there. But Caroline, after a while, um, after they pick up the question from the basket, she said the question that she picked was something that she actually liked, that is part of what she wanted to do. And part of, her question was that maybe is there anyone she wants to settle some beef with or something like that. I can't remember quote word for word. And she did say yes, and she faced Laura, and they said that they have their differences, things that she said that she shouldn't have said it, and all that. And she did apologize, and Laura now went into the mood of not responding for a while, looking as if she's a bit emotional. I know it could be a bit emotional because she said her family in-law called her to say, and what was said, they know it's not the truth, but it's not good for that sort of thing is not good in the public out there. It's not going to be in the private before on call now. Yeah, so as long as you guys know that it wasn't true, and they're just you're just trying to want her to be careful out there because of the name of the family. But she's on her. She's doing Real Housewife of Lagos. So everything they're going to say about her is not going to be too pleasant. So it's just some will be fine, while some won't be. Thank you, Ellen, for still being here. I appreciate you. So she did mention that, and also yeah. So what later then she now said apology accepted, and Caroline was just looking at her and just smile. And I know that Caroline already set out the message out there that you know what, I'm coming in to make peace, but at the same time that if you use that and a step on me, I'm going to give it to you, woto. And I like that. So then they got to a stage where they were discussing this something to do with why maybe some women don't last in relationship, or some people marriage doesn't last, or something about relationship. That was where this come in, which is I'm gonna play that right now.
And expressing what you need from a relationship.
You can express all of that and you still get to that
But
point
as
where
women, we see the signs.
it's not always a bad sign. It's not always that the person is bad.
You feel like, oh, for peace sake, don't let me address this.
It's
But
not always
addressing
that.
it politely.
No, it's not always. It's not always the case.
No.
No, it's not. I would disagree with you.
And you're still single.
Hey! Hey! Miriam.
Was that a shade?
And expressing.
So yes, that was when they were having that discussion. To me, I feel Miriam was just wanted her own opinion to be out there, and she wants everyone to embrace it, and no one should say anything, because in her confession she was saying, oh, that she doesn't argue, that she just says her things and she move on. So if you say your thing, because it's a girl's conversation, people are conversing. If you're the only one who speak and they just say wouldn't you feel like you feel stupid, you feel like they are not engaging? So you could have told them that I just want to say something. I just need you guys to listen and not say anything. Like you're pressing button for your robots, which they are adults. So no one wants to be buzzed around. You guys are having a conversation. So when the other party is putting their own point across, everyone doesn't have to agree with what you say, but it just needs to be said respectfully. And I think, to me, she did say it. Dabota did say, she said, I would disagree. When you disagree doesn't mean that maybe you're wrong, or she's just saying that what you said is not acceptable by her. It doesn't mean that it's a final no. And I think this is where some people get angry, like, oh, why are you disagreeing with my? It's not like you're sharing rice and they must eat the food. She's just saying she does not buy your the point you're giving, and she wants to explain as. And you now, and Miriam now said, oh, and you're still single, come on now. Dabota has a daughter, I think she's 8. Diola has a daughter too. I can't remember her age. They're all beautiful. Miriam, Caroline has a daughter, and she's just explaining I think it was season 1 or so, that how her daughter has moved to her daddy's to start living with her dad. That she's lived with her for few years, so it's time to also go and live with her dad. And she credits her husband anytime she's going to talk about her ex-husband. She doesn't run him down. She praised him like, okay, he's a good father to the children and all that. When relationship doesn't work out, it doesn't mean that person is bad. Maybe you guys are no longer gelling. You're not just longer compatible, and it's good that you guys are finding your way rather than just making the relationship very toxic that is going to start affecting the children. So she did show her daughter where she was conversing with her daughter and she was playing with her daughter. They were trying to cut a fabric and make a craft of something. And our daughter also conversed and would I say discuss with her mom, and she was telling her how she misses her and she's her best friend and all that. The same with Deola as well. She was show her sister where she was saying she tells her sister everything, and they show her sister. Her sister was telling her to be a bit more careful about friends because friends has shown her shaggy banza. So what else again? I feel they showed Laura where she was they show a baby with her dad, and she was telling her baby to be like her and also be hardworking and like money as well. With Dabota, I think Dabota is trying to still observe the way Laura talks. I mean the way Miriam talks, and know how to kind of maybe deal with situations. Same with Adiola as well. I think Adiola and Dabota might gel a little bit more. They seem to know each other in the past, and seeing what has happened in the previous this thing, they might want to do their jelly. They haven't showed Sophia Momodi yet. She has not appeared yet. Maybe in season 3 we're going to see her. So this is I'm reviewing for season 1 and season 3. So I'm just going to read few things out here. So some of my point of view that I jotted down. So the reality TV show started up with Laura inviting Miriam for our 1-year anniversary of a makeup store, and also the launching of her kinky hair. Laura made Miriam appear as she's good at what she does. So far that she gets her own commission, she had to invite Dabota, who is just an acquaintance, for the occasion. So when what is it called, Dabota got in there, the way Laura looked at her and her dressing, maybe she feels that she dressed too much for her own occasion or whatever. Laura first wore a very nice dress, but she couldn't work well with it, so she had to go back to go and change so that she'll be able to kind of attend to people. So Laura feels a bit more uncomfortable seeing Dabota in the dress that she wore, but those kind of thing. But Laura tried to just keep her cool. So so Debbie was invited by Laura since they both run the same lines of business, which is beauty by Zibuji, they call it beauty by AD. Unknowingly to Dabota, she was shocked to see Debbie, which is her old friends, like I mentioned earlier, at the venue. It was a big surprise for her. She felt welcome, however, and she did compliment Laura's shop and the way they set up the place. And she said she's giving it 7/10, which is a mark. The fact that she didn't run it down because she has such business or a bigger one doesn't mean that she's going to run it down. So she did compliment that, which I like about Dabota in that aspect. And they were talking about the beauty thing, and Laura said she sell all these brand names, Fendi and all that, but she has her own product as well in the store. And we also heard that Laura's shop maybe got burnt maybe weeks or days before the occasion, so they have to kind of quickly set up the place as well. So it's a lot of money that she spent. I pray that God compensate her. So, like I said, it was a big surprise. However, Laura embraced towards her is a bit icky there, because her sister Laura owns a gossip blog of which are named Dabota Spill. So there is a big shift of transfer aggression there, but let's leave that for now. So what I meant is that when she heard about Laura and this thing, Laura's sister is Linda Ikeji, and Linda Ikeji put people's business out there. So definitely you have a bit of more reserve feeling, because she has also done the same thing that Caroline was upset about Laura, that Linda, Laura's sister, did, was the same thing that they did to Dabota. So Dabota has a reservation, but she did say she doesn't want to transfer the aggression, so she's going to treat her based on how she is. Maybe she presents herself, which is what I think everyone should do. And I expect Laura to do the same thing, because Laura telling people, because in season 1 and season 2, she will say, if anyone, don't talk about my sister. If anyone come for my sister, I will come for you. I'm a family person. I'm a this one. Everyone, no one would like their family to be talked down on. But you know the kind of business your sister does, that she put people's business out there, and it's a business. That's part of her business. So when you know that is what your sister does, and she's putting people's business out there, because not everything that she put out there are 100% uh true. So all you need to do is, if you're meeting people, let them judge you by who you are, not by what your sister have done. But if you keep putting a warning out there that, oh, if you come for my sister, I will come for you, so you expect that person to keep quiet. That's one of the things I noticed in her and herself and Caroline. She does not want Caroline to speak because of what, but you wanna come for her when she speak. Talk about your sister. It's not done that way. I hope that she pick that advice up. Now, Marian started narrating a surprise call from Caroline, who had altercation with Laura in season 1. Laura became edgy about the gist and hoping within her that Caroline won't be joining them, but Caroline did anyway later. So I feel like Dabota might take side later, decide that this is the person that is gonna be my friend. And also to mention that when she met with the ladies at the tea, would I say get together, Miriam's place, she just mentioned that she's met that Caroline got in touch with her when she was going through some issue, which is a plus as well. At least she didn't forget that. So some people said that Debbie is insecure when it comes to gathering of women, that she feels that maybe her money is not genuine, but I disagree on that with some people. Laura and Maria, who are just getting back together, they still feel uncomfortable, but because they are old OGs, I think that will give them the upper hand. So my advice to Laura, to Miriam, is just be careful, because the way she was asking questions, she was asking Debbie question. I said, "What about what happened between you and your husband?" Because the lady said she did introduction when she was pregnant, but she ended up not marrying the man, and that's all. That people think she's married, but she's putting it out there that she's not married and she's fine right now. She said she's not ready to settle down right now. So Miriam kept asking some personal question when you know that the camera is already rolling. I think it was a bit personal. And the way Miriam is doing, she's doing as if they've given her the post of a senior prefect. I noticed that she's a bit more of herself. That's fine. She seems to be more comfortable with the fact that Yabo Joe and Chioma are not in the scene. So she seems to take the crown of I can rule the place. Remember, Laura too was there before you, and it will get to a stage where both of you want to would I say fight for who is the senior prefect in the house. But that's the role that I think Miriam is playing right now, and asking questions. Even if you want to make the place a bit more lively, I think some questions should have been a bit more private. I feel with some people, they might just give you two extra chance before they will give it to you and respond to you, telling you it's none of your business. The advice I would give to such people, some people, is that, you know what, you can call them privately and tell them, please be mindful of the question you ask me on here. You can ask me some question privately. If not, I wouldn't want to embarrass you with my response. So please be mindful. If the person doesn't stop it the second, and I think the third time, you have the right to tell them, you know what, I don't feel like answering this on air. If you have any issue, you can ask me privately. And if they don't want to hear, you can ignore them or just wave. At least you've given them that respect of telling them to be mindful of the question they set on here. Like I said, we haven't seen Sophia Momodu yet. Laura has done one of her 1 year anniversary, and reconciliation of how people and Caroline apologized also happened. So also that, so I've actually discussed season 1 and season 2. And right now we're waiting for season 3. I think I'll be more prepared maybe for the season. I mean, I've discussed episode 1 and episode 2 together, and in the next one I will be more prepared for episode 3. What I've actually put down and jotted down to be able to discuss, I couldn't find them, so I'm just saying this off air. I wouldn't want to start editing, so I decided to do it this way. Thank you everyone for joining. Let me know what you think about all these housewives. You can see how beautiful Caroline is. Are you happy that Caroline is back? Are you happy for the new housewife that just joined, Dabota, Lawson, Debbie, Adeyemi, and the third person is Sophia Momodu. Though Sophia hasn't appeared yet on is maybe she's in season 3, episode 3. I don't know, but I would like to review episode 3 maybe separately, or I make it episode 3 and episode 4. For Laura so far, I think she just also needs to be careful. I think I heard where she said she's not going to apologize to maybe Caroline, or she doesn't apologize, but I think they will start their gbas very soon. Are you waiting for their gbas? Because this is just the introduction. All of them are still trying to do, oh, I'm not a troublemaker, I'm okay, I'm same. But very soon, you know where women are now, they will give it to themselves. And yeah, no matter how hard you're trying to make yourself look, or very try to avoid, but when women are, you're still seeing yourself for a while, they will clash. Like Dabota, I think she's gonna lose it very soon with Miriam, or just put her in her place. Herself and Debbie, they are all beautiful. 3 or 4 beauty, would I say beauty consultant or beauty bougies in the house. So everybody wants to show that I know how to dress, I know how to make up. But I think their fields are quite a bit different. Skincare, beauty, and all that, they are in different things. But I think that Bota was also stating some things about how in-depth she is. When she was saying that, I see that Laura wasn't deep into that, so she found that a bit more uncomfortable as well. Yeah, that's it for me, guys. Please do let me know if you replay this, what you think about the housewife. Thank you for coming. I'm gonna play this message again that Miriam said, and that will be it. Take care. Bye-bye.
And expressing what you need from a relationship.
You can express all of that and you still get to that point where...
As women, we see the signs.
It's not always a bad sign. It's not always that the person is bad.
You feel like, oh, for peace sake, don't let me address this.
It's not always that.
Politely.
No, it's not always. It's not always the case.
No,
it's not. I would disagree with you.
And you're still single.
Hey. Hi, Miriam.
Was that a shade?
Hi, Joyce. How are you? Happy birthday in advance, my birthday mates. Happy birthday to us for tomorrow. I will try and come online on Gore's Corner maybe later in the afternoon, or like, yeah, maybe from noon. Happy birthday to you in advance, Joyce. Thank you. Thank you, Ellen, for being here. Thank you, everyone. And yeah, so that's it for me, guys. And I will see you in my next one. Take care, guys.